Hi, I'm Thomas R. Marks, and this is Front Lobby Confessionals. I'm here in our front lobby. I want to talk to you today about two recently released sales research studies that are both really exciting. One was conducted by Edelman worldwide, and the other by Harvard Business Review. So both are top-notch research studies. And although people are analyzing the results of each one of these, most people are looking at these as independent studies. I'm looking at these in conjunction with each other, which is really a far more enlightening analysis of what these two surveys really are about. And let's start with the survey from Harvard Business Review. There are actually two really striking takeaways from this survey of C-level executives. The first is that these executives believe that only 18% of all sales reps can be trusted. And these same executives also felt that only 31% of sales executives or sales reps can have a meaningful conversation or dialogue with any sort of senior executive. Now, this isn't particularly good news, and before you try to discredit this exemplary research, I want to tell you that this was only conducted regarding B2B sales reps. So some of the sales reps on the consumer side of the industries that typically get a bad rap, like car salesmen, used car salesmen, tin men, and the like, aren't part of this. So to say maybe that we have to dilute these findings because there are B2C sales reps in the equation just isn't the case. So basically, if you're a sales manager and you have a sales force of 8 people, executives in the C-suite believe that only 1 of 8 of your sales reps can be trusted, and that 2, and perhaps at the very most 3 of your reps can actually engage in any sort of meaningful dialogue with a C-suite executive. This isn't particularly good news. On the other hand, the research conducted by Edelman, which I think included 1,650 C-suite executive interviews, does show some promising good news, but only if you're a bona fide thought leader and if your company is a respected thought leader also. In this study, Edelman found out that virtually across the board in the entire purchasing funnel, from awareness and preference to proposals and purchasing, the entire funnel, that by and large all executives felt that thought leaders and thought leadership companies controlled the entire purchase funnel. They also found out that 9 out of 10 C-suite executives considered thought leadership to be either important or extremely important. They also felt that at least 81% did, that thought leaders could be trusted, and that 55% of C-suite executives actually gave up all of their contact information on the first meeting with somebody who they felt was a thought leader. So, is this the anecdote to the research from Harvard Business Review? It is, if you're a thought leader. So this begs the really obvious question that if only 18% of sales reps are trusted, yet 81% of thought leaders or thought leadership companies are trusted, and if only 31% of sales reps can actually have a dialogue a meaningful dialogue with C-suite executives, yet 9 out of every 10 C-suite executives feel that thought leadership is very important. Why wouldn't you want to become a thought leader, either individually as a sales rep or pressure your company to implement a thought leadership strategy within the organization? It's a pretty obvious question with a very obvious answer, which is today you need to be a thought leader. And that's what my critical insight selling techniques that I've really enacted in companies for a couple decades. That's what it really does. It captures revenue by demonstrating your intellect, your industry knowledge, and your wisdom instead of features and benefits. Now, I'm going to continue with this subject in the next video in this series. Until then, I remind you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and there'll be a second part to this video posted shortly. Thanks for joining me. See you here next time.